Okay, part 4 is now in session, guys, and this will be the last one for the day. And so, let us begin. Where we last left off, it was Strawberry Shortcake, but now we're moving on to Higglytown Heroes. Okay, guys, enjoy this video. I'm sorry if I sounded very angry at the last part, but it's just some of these shows really makes me infuriated. So, yeah. So let's move on with Higglytown Heroes. Okay, where to begin with this poor excuse of a show? First of all, the animation looks very rushed and terrible. Look at the animation in this show. It felt like it's very rushed and it comes out and it came out very terrible. Second of all, the episodes are very predictable and boring. Every episode, you know what's gonna freaking happen. One person has a problem and one person comes to help, and it gets very predictable and very boring and cliche. And the songs are dreadful, especially the theme song. The characters are not interesting and stupid, and it's a very it's a very cliche show. I can't believe I even used to like this show back then, but now looking back at it, I realize that I hate that show now. Now I think it's horrible. But if you like the show, you know the drill. I don't like it. It's too cliche, cheesy, dull, and too boring. And it's terrible for me. Moving on to the next one. Oh, yeah. You probably know what it is. Booba. Yep. Booba. Really? That's the catchphrase? Booba? All of the characters sounds very gibberish. Again, that's the same problem I have with Happy Tree Friends that I forgot to mention, I think. They speak gibberish too in both of these shows, Booba and Happy Tree Friends. What's going on? Why do they speak gibberish? It's really hard for me to understand or comprehend of what they're trying to say. They couldn't even hire a good voice actor or an actress to voice these characters? Sad and unbelievable at the same time. And the episodes are dumb and not good at all. They do lots of dumb things, and the jokes are very stupid, and the humor is very childish. And the Boobas themselves look very creepy as well, and eerie, and those poor visual effects in that show. Oh my god, it's very poor. Like if Teletubbies wasn't bad enough, this is even worse. And the catchphrase, the way they say "booba," that's very dumb. Everybody in it who was in it was just terrible. They couldn't even hire one good actor or actresses to to voice the characters. Again, that's the same problem with Happy Tree Friends. they they speak both of these characters from both of the show. All of the characters from both of these shows, Booba and Happy Tree Friends, they speak gibberish. If you haven't seen it, avoid it. It's not a very good show. Okay, moving on to the next one. This one I've seen a couple of episodes, and this was a huge disgrace. The Magic School Bus rides again. You guys knew it. Netflix, what have you done to my childhood of the Magic School Bus? What have you done to it? My childhood is completely wrecked, all thanks to the show. Where do I even begin? The animation is so terrible. Like, look at the animation in this show. It's so horrendous to look at. The animation, it is absolutely horrendous. And the episodes are not as nostalgic as the original one was. The original one was very nostalgic and a classic, and it was part of my childhood. But this, The Magic School Bus Rides Again, it's very wooden, bland, cliche, cheesy, and it tries so hard to be nostalgic. It tries so hard to be just as nostalgic and great as the original one was, but it ends up being a huge embarrassment. The episodes are just feels like they're forced and not very nostalgic at all. They were trying their hardest to be nostalgic, but it's actually not. And Kate McKinnon, she was the voice of Squeaks from Nature Cat. She wasted her talent with this abomination excuse of a show called The Magic School Bus Rides Again. Whoever made the show needs to hang their head in shame, because this is such a horrible show and a reboot. No offense, though, but this is just a terrible show. It doesn't feel very nostalgic at all. If you go watch the 1994 Magic School Bus TV show, that's very nostalgic and it's superb in every way. This one is cliche, wearisome, and it feels like it tries so hard, but it feels like it's forced and it's not very nostalgic at all. So yeah. Netflix, I can't believe you did this to my childhood. Okay. So yeah, I would avoid the Magic School Bus Rides Again and watch the original Magic School Bus from 1994 if I were you. Okay. Moving on. Oops. Super Noobs. Okay, where to begin with this show? The animation looks very rushed, and the jokes are very dumb. Even the episodes are just very cliche and infuriating. The theme song is also terrible. The characters are very stupid, uninteresting, and I didn't even like the characters there. They were that obnoxious. The episodes were just uh dumb or just boring to sit through. There is not one real good joke, no good characters, and no good episodes in this show. Just everything about the show is so terrible. The voice acting is terrible. Like, all the characters look like cardboard cutouts. And this is just a poor excuse for a kid show, Super Noobs. It's that dumb. They don't act like none of the characters act like good or kind people throughout the show. They act very stupid and selfish. This is just a horrible excuse for a kid show. I don't know what the director was thinking when he made Super Noobs. This is just a terrible show. And the action scenes are uninteresting as hell. Even the superhero costume design looks awful. So yeah, if you haven't seen Super Noobs, I'd say avoid it. Okay, and the last part for today is going to be Maya and Miguel. Okay, this one I don't like. The animation looks very cheap and not very great. It looks very cheap. Like it comes from like a 3-year-old, and the episodes are dull and cliche. The main character, Maya, is very annoying, and her brother Miguel is not a very good character. The characters are dull and uninteresting. All of them look like cardboard cutouts. The jokes is lacking. It lacks real good jokes, and the humor is bland and tasteless. Like, this is also one of PBS Kids' worst. I mean, really, Maya and Miguel. Yeah, I don't like this show. It's very boring and cliche, and it's a very wearisome show. You're not having a good time watching this show. It's very tiring and wearisome. But if you like this show, once again, I'm fine with your opinion. We all have different tastes, guys, so feel free to like it. If you like it. Yeah, I just didn't find the show great. I find the show to be boring, dull, and uninteresting, and cheaply made. And that's all I would like to say for this video, guys. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to me. Part 5 will be in session. This is me signing off, and I will see you guys next time.